Is in line with the Capitol. Here's the Capitol to your left there. And all around here are Smithsonian museums. This is as tall as a 55-story building. There are 897 steps, but don't worry, people don't go up by the staircase anymore. There is actually a elevator that takes you up. It takes 70 seconds to go up and 60 seconds to go down. And you can look over the city at the top. If you ever want to get tickets to that, there are two ways. One is online, and you pay about $2 per ticket for a processing fee. It was the Romans that first engineered the dome. And then we're going to the Lincoln Memorial, and that is based on a Greek temple, the Parthenon. So you have Egyptian, Roman, and Greek. Keep looking to your right, and you'll see the south front of the White House. Keep looking. There it is. Okay. Now, this is the basin that was man-made to hold the excess water from the river. And around here are the cherry blossom trees that were given to us by the city of Edo, which is now Tokyo, Japan. So a couple of weeks ago, this was all pink around here. See these little trees? It goes all the way around. And so it is a gift that keeps on giving. Very beautiful. Now that memorial to your left, over your left-hand shoulder, that's the Jefferson Memorial. And Thomas Jefferson is the one who wrote the Declaration of Independence, declaring our independence from England. And he became our third president. And this is another war memorial to your right here. This is for World War II. Has an Atlantic side, a Pacific side, and it's very beautiful, especially at night. We have well over 2,300 memorials in the city. Now, on April 14th, my friend's son was married right here. All right. And this is the War Memorial for the District of Columbia. They had 6 weddings in the same day. You only have 40 minutes per wedding. It's in and out. And then what we do is we go around to different memorials and have the photos of the wedding party. Now these are new stables, by the way, to your right. There'll be an education center there. And now we're coming up to our last stop, which is the Lincoln Memorial. By the way, to your left here, we have a sports field here, and sometimes in the summer, the embassies play one another when they play polo. That could be a polo field with all the little ponies there. And this body of water here is the Potomac River. This is the state line between Virginia and Maryland. And the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., was I'm sorry. So it's a state line between Maryland and Virginia, and Washington, D.C. is carved out of Maryland. So right across the river there is Virginia, the state, or we call it the Commonwealth of Virginia. I don't live too far away from here. That bridge is called Memorial Bridge. It's a visible link between the North and the South during our Civil War. This was the North, and the head of the Confederacy, the ones that wanted partition, are on the other side of the river. Okay, and since it's Virginia, they have a different height restriction. That's why you see skyscrapers there. It's called the City of Roslyn. That is not in Washington, D.C. That is the state or Commonwealth of Virginia. And on the other side of this bridge, the other end, is Arlington National Cemetery, one of our most famous military cemeteries. That's where President Kennedy was buried. And this is Georgetown University, American University. It's almost like Oxford and Cambridge. They closed off where we normally go. So we're taking the detour. And then while we're doing that, there is a long white building coming up to your left. And that's a presidential memorial for President Kennedy. He was senator from Massachusetts. He introduced the bill to create a national arts center. And unfortunately, he was assassinated. So we decided to name this for him, the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. There are 5 kids in there, and a very nice exhibit about him. One of the things about touring this city for drivers and guides is we never know what's going to happen. We just never know. They cut off streets and whatever. And there's enough in the city that we can show you. But we are going to get to the Lincoln Memorial because it's very important. Again, a lot of federal office buildings here.
ഒന്നിലെ അവർക്ക് വീട് കൊടുക്കണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ മാറ്റും, കുറേ കൊല്ലങ്ങളായിട്ട് മാറ്റുള്ളൂ. അതിൻ്റെ പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല കേട്ടോ, അവർ പറഞ്ഞില്ല, അറിയില്ല. വീട്ടിൽ അവർ വെച്ചാലും മാറ്റുള്ളൂ.
Okay, to your right here, this building is our Department of State. That's like a Ministry of Foreign Affairs to your right. And they've been building this is a brand new little building here, and it is for security screening. Now all the buildings have a little separate area to get you through security. And part of it is that the water is not hot enough. Okay? And the reason for that is some people had got the tea and it burned them because it felt, one of them was McDonald's. And they sued. And the person sued McDonald's for $4 million for having a scorched knee because she was taking the cup from the window. And she won. And she won. So now every place it gives you water that is not quite as hot as it should be. And believe it or not, the United States is a tea drinking nation, except for the fact most of it is iced tea. Alright, so I brew my own iced tea, but I'm a tea drinker, and I understand what you go through in this country when you order a cup of tea. And I have fallen in love with chai. Yes, I can make my own now. Okay, in front of us, in front of this bus to your right is a statue of Albert Einstein with a shiny nose. And students climb all over him and get a class photo there, and they touch his nose, and one would put a finger up his nose. Now, it's kind of interesting. There is a cathedral up there which we call our National Cathedral, but it's the National Cathedral for the Episcopal Church, which would be the Anglican Church. In India, it's hard to see. And the other two spires that you see when we're up here is Georgetown University, which is run by the Catholic Church. So at one point, the RCA building here to your left was the tallest building in Roslyn. Look how that explain. All changed. We're not supposed to stop here after 4 o'clock. This is during rush hour, and even though we were not allowed to go in on the other side, it had been the the second Marriott hotel ever, and now it is about to be demolished. So that was the second hotel that Marriott had built. The first one was already demolished, but it's called the Key Bridge Marriott. So someone else bought the land.